On this tutorial, you'll be learning how to make this stylish blazer jacket. I made this blazer jacket for my presentation, so after this tutorial you can be able to make the one on the thumbnail because I'll be explaining everything in details. I'll be starting with the back part because we'll be making use of the back part to draft the front part, and I'm gonna head to mark out my lines from my shoulder to the chest line, from my shoulder to the nipple point, from my shoulder to the waistline, and the full length of the blouse is 25 inches. I also went ahead to mark out my starting point line. I left 1.5 inches towards the folded edge, so I mark half of my shoulder width. I'll be tightening the center bar so that it can lay flat on the body. So I will remove 1 inch. If you're a slim person, you can mark half inch. So after that, I will slant it towards the neck area. Because it's a blazer jacket, the back will have a little hip curve. You have to curve it so that it can accommodate your buttocks and also spread out well. So what you will do is to come out by half inch from the starting point line. After that, you now connect it the way you see me doing. This is how the back part is supposed to look like. The next thing is to take my dart line. I'll be taking my dart line from here. So I'll mark 4 inches, which is my nipple to nipple point measurement, and I will rule a straight line. Make sure your line is straight from my underbelt down to the length of the blazer jacket. I will take half inch on the both dart leg for my dart intake. On the length of the blouse, I will come up by 2.5 inches. Yes, 2.5 inches, and I will connect the dart legs the way you see me doing. The next thing is to place my body measurement, and I will be starting from this first line. That's the starting point line here. So from there now, I will mark quarter of my bust measurement. I will be adding half inch. Depending on how free you want it, you can add half or 1 inch. Please make sure you add ease allowance on your bust line. I don't want mine too free, that's why I added half inch. You can do 1 or 1.5. To place quarter of my waist measurement, I will start from this line also, not from the zipper bulge line. So I will mark quarter of my waist measurement. I will replace the dart intake. Whatever you took for your dart intake, you replace it. So if you don't want yours to be fitted, you can add ease allowance also on the waistline, but I want mine to be fitted. I don't want it to be free on the waist part. That's why I did not add ease allowance there. I just replaced my dart intake and I connected it to the chest line. On the hip line, I will also start from this line, the starting point line, not from the one I extended, this line here. From there, I will place quarter of my round hip measurement. I will add 1 inch for ease allowance, 1 inch, so that the hip will spread out well. It will not be fitted around the hip area. Please make sure you add 1 inch or 1.5 on the hip area. So after that, I will connect it the way you see me doing. After that, I will come up by 1 inch from the hemline and I will slant the hem the way you see me doing. I don't want it to be sharp, so you curve it. The next thing is to mark my neck width. I took 3 inches for my neck width. You can do 2.5 if you're slim, or if you don't want your neckline to be wide, take 2.5 if you are slim. All right, so I'll mark 3 inches. I will come down by 1 inch for neck depth and I will curve it. I will come down by half inch from my back shoulder slant and I will connect it to the neck width. From the shoulder slant line, I will divide the chest line and I will get the midpoint. After that, I will curve the back armhole the way you see me doing. I will be making use of princess dart line on the back part, so I came up by half inch from the bust point. I will now shape the princess dart line like so. After that, I will come out by half inch and I will reconnect the armhole. After that, the next thing is to cut it off. The next thing is to draft the front part, and I have my pattern paper here. For the front part, I will be cutting it on fold, so I tape it down on the middle here. I tape two pattern paper. One pattern paper is 25 inches by width, and the length of my pattern paper is 39. So I use masking tape to hold the two pattern paper together. After that, I will now put it on fold. To cut the front part, you must put it on fold. From the center point, I will mark 9 inches down to the hem. I will connect it with a straight line. From the top part, I will also come down by 6 inches. All my measurement will be starting from the lines that I marked out. So what I will do is to go and mark out my vertical line, the same thing I did on the back part, and I will come back and show you the next thing to do. So as you can see, I've gone ahead to do that. This is the same line I marked on the back part. The only difference for this front is that I extended my blouse length. Before it was 25 inches for the back, so I extended it with 4.5 inches for the slanted hem. One part of the front is longer than the other, as you can see on the thumbnail. I also mark neck width of 3 inches and I come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slant. So the next thing is to place quarter of my round bust. I'll also add half inch for ease allowance. After that, I will mark quarter of my round waist. I will replace my dart intake. I also repeat the same thing on the hem of the blouse. I'll add 1 inch and I will connect it. For the front dart, I came up by 3.5 inches from the full length of the blouse, 3.5, and I slanted the dart legs. So I'll also come up by 1 inch from this side. I'll also slant the hem the way you see me doing. I will divide the chest line. I'll get the midpoint. I want to curve my armhole, so I'll come in by half inch for the front part. After that, I will curve my armhole the way you see me doing. For the front princess dart, I will measure what I have on the armhole. I'll get the midpoint. After that, I will curve the princess dart line the way you see me doing. I will also come out by half inch from here and I will reconnect the armhole. The next thing I will do is to mark 4 inches from this line. As we proceed, you understand the reason of this 4 inches. So I'll mark it straight down. So this one that is left is what I'll be using for the other side of the front that has slanted collar. So I'll bring my back part now. I will measure what I have on the round neckline. I have 3.5 inches. So this 3.5 inches, I will mark it here. I'll come out by 3.5 inches. On this line, I will measure my collar width. So I took 4.5 inches from my collar width. You can take from 3.5 to 5 inches depending on what you want. The next thing is to determine your breaking point. That's where you want your collar to terminate. Mine is 17 inches, which is my half length. If you don't want your own to be down like the one I am putting on at the beginning of this video, you can stop at the bust point line or come down by 1 inch from the bust point, but mine stop at the waistline because I want to use singlets to wear my blazers, so I will slant it the way you see me doing. After that, I will keep my pattern master like this to curve it. You don't make it straight, you just curve it a little like so. Can you see what I have there? So this line I have here is my back neck width, which I marked 3.5 inches. To make your back collar relax very well, you will be marking 1 inch on this line. So after that, I will slant. It's not supposed to be straight. It will blend with the collar so that your back collar can sit properly. I will clean this one now so that you won't get confused. After that, the next thing is to measure my collar width, and I will extend it from this line. 4.5 is my collar width. I will add extra 1 inch from that 4.5, and I will slant it like so. Please, this is very important so that if you fold your back collar, it will relax very well. I will also measure the 4.5 inches here, 4.5, and I will connect it back. Can you see that? This is all for the drafting part. The next thing I'll be doing now is to trace all this line. I'll be tracing it with my tracing wheel. This is my tracing wheel. So I'll take my time now to trace it so that it can show on the other side. So I'll go off camera now and finish this tracing, and I will come back and show you the next thing to do. Okay, I'm done tracing it out. I'll turn it. The tracing wheel is very visible. You can see it clearly. So what I will do now is to start marking the lines out. I will still go off camera and finish the markings, and I'll come back. This is what I had when I was done marking it out. Can you see that? So I will open it up now for you to see. Can you see what we have there? So the next thing I'll be doing now is to determine the left side, the side that you want it to be longer, that is the side you want it to have the slanted collar. I will indicate it by writing left side and right side. So after that, I will now know the one that I will work on. I'll go ahead and fold it back. So from my waistline, I will come out by 5 inches. I use 5 inches for mine. You can make it shorter or longer. 5 inches from the waistline. After that, I will reconnect it to the main collar. Just watch closely what I'm doing. So from this line, I will come up by 0.75. You can still do half inch. After that, I will slant it like so. So before you cut your pattern out, you have to separate the two side fronts. So at the center, we divide it. After dividing it, I will remove the other side. Make sure you confirm your 5 inches on this slanted line. Make sure it's 5 inches. I will go ahead and cut my patterns out. For the slanted hem, I will blend it from the hip line, that's from the 25 inches I took for my back length. I will now blend it. The other side will start from 25. So later I will cut it off. Just slant it like so. After that I will cut it out. So I will make sure that the side back is matching with the side front. I'll crochet. Can you see it's matching? So I'll go ahead and cut the remaining part off camera. I'll come back and show you the next thing. I'm done cutting out the front part. Can you see what I have here? So I will bring the other side of the front now so that I can remove the 4.5 inches. I will remove it because this side is supposed to stop at 25 inches. So I will cut everything out now. This is what I have for the other side of the front. Can you see that? This is how it looks like. So let me bring the other side of the front. Can you see what I have? The left side will overlap the right side of the front. This is it. So if you find my tutorial helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notification bell so that when I post a new tutorial, you'll be the first to get notified. If you have any question, let me know on the comment box.